You know that moment, the split second after you hit snooze when shame floods your veins. When the gym bag gathers dust, the unfinished novel mocks you from your desk, and the mirror reflects a stranger who used to have potential. That's where our story begins. Not in tragedy, but in the quiet war between what you crave and what you choose. This is the story of how ordinary people forge unshakable discipline, not by being fearless, but by refusing let the storm write their ending.
In the shadow of a crumbling life, where hope seemed as distant as the stars, there lived a man named Eli. Once a rising star in the world of architecture, he now sat in a dimly lit apartment, surrounded by unpaid bills, shattered dreams, and the ghost of a family that had left him. His days blurred into nights, numbed by regret and the hollow clink of whiskey bottles. He'd lost it all, not to misfortune, but to his own chaos. If only I'd been stronger, he'd whisper to the walls. But the walls never answered. One frigid dawn, as Eli trudged through the snow to buy another bottle, he stumbled upon an old man chiseling a boulder in the park. The man's hands were raw and bleeding, his breath visible in the cold, yet he worked with the focus of a sculptor carving destiny itself. Curiosity burned through Eli's apathy. "Why?" he croaked, gesturing to the rock. The old man paused, eyes gleaming like flint. "To prove the stone cannot outlast me." Eli scoffed. "What's the point?" The man stood towering like a weathered oak. "The point, boy, is that discipline is the language the universe understands when passion goes mute. You think greatness is born in grand gestures? No, it's forged in the seconds you choose to show up, even when every cell in your body screams run." Something in Eli snapped awake. He returned the next day, and the next. For weeks he watched the old man chip away at the boulder, one strike at a time, until one morning the rock split, revealing a stunning marble core. The old man turned to Eli, voice trembling with gravity. "The secret to unshakable discipline isn't force. It's faith that each tiny act matters, even when you can't see the bridge you're building." That night, Eli smashed every bottle in his apartment. He began rebuilding his life like the old man's stone, one strike at a time. He woke at 5 a.m. not because he wanted to, but because he'd made a vow. He sketched designs for 30 minutes daily, hands shaking, mind foggy. He called his ex-wife voice-breaking to apologize. Again, even when she didn't answer. Some days, the weight of his past nearly crushed him, but he'd hear the old man's growl, "The stone cannot outlast you." Years later, Eli stood before a crowd at the unveiling of his masterpiece, a bridge spanning a canyon, each stone etched with a date from his journey. "They ask how I did it," he said, tears streaming. "I tell them it wasn't talent or luck. It was showing up on the days I wanted to. It was choosing courage over comfort, one stone at a time." In the front row, his daughter clapped, her eyes bright with pride. The old man, now gone, would have smirked. Discipline is the debt you pay today to own tomorrow. You don't need a hero's strength, just a stubborn heart that refuses to surrender the next minute. The greatest bridges are built, not over water, but over the chasms within us. Eli's story became legend, not because he was extraordinary, but because he proved that unshakable discipline is born in the quiet war between who you are and who you dare to become. And in that war, every choice to keep going is a victory. So ask yourself, what's your next stone?